Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly tarot check-in. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It's going to be a short check-in just to see what your current energies are, where your blockages might be, your challenges this week, and what universe advises you to do. Please keep in mind these are general readings, and I'm usually reading from a soul kind of perspective. So these things that I'm talking about might be very internal, might not be happening in your outside world. They could be, of course, but what I really want you to do, or ask you to do, if you're open to that, listen within and see where you could change yourself a bit. Okay. All right, let's dive into the reading. I'm gonna pull from a few oracle cards first. What is Taurus energy like this week? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever you have Taurus in your chart. Thank you. We have, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. So some of you are undergoing changes of character. You're maturing in a sense. You're growing up on a soul level. And usually that happens when the universe is throwing challenges at us. If we are in uncomfortable situations that we have to deal with, that makes us grow on a soul level. So whatever you have experiencing lately, especially if it's been something very uncomfortable for you, this is gonna change you, and you're in that transformation right now. Maybe not knowing where you stand right now, not knowing how you proceed in your life, right? You could be challenged by outside circumstances that are not very pleasant at this time. I'm feeling like you are torn between the old version of yourself, the new version of yourself. But this is a time where you can step up and present who you really are, who you have kind of grown into right now. So be focused on yourself right now and see, how can I be the bigger person? How can I lead a healthier lifestyle? How can I show more compassion towards myself and others? All right, these are things like that, like compassion and being the bigger person that makes you grow on a soul level. All right, guys, we will draw from the Moonology deck as well. What kind of energy are you dealing with, Taurus? Thank you. We have the new moon in Leo, and the new moon in Leo is all about being confident. It's about reclaiming your power, guys. Confidence is your key to success. So even if you are in that sense of, I'm not sure about myself right now, I don't know who I am at this time, right? That always happens when you're in that kind of transformation, that you feel a bit insecure about your circumstances and about yourself. The key to success for you is taking on that power, being yourself, and just being authentic, going out there and making things happen. All right, one major card from the Good Tarot. Overall energy for Taurus, please. What's going on this week? What's the most important energy, the most important advice that you want to give Taurus? You have the Three of Air, which is Three of Swords energy. So you could be dealing with some heartache, with a sense of loss and grief at this time. It could be connected to that transformation you're going through. It could be the reason why you are transforming. It just could be some emotions that are coming up from the past, because we are all dealing with that constantly. Try to let that go by accepting it. Whatever uncomfortable feeling might arise, if you integrate it in yourself, you know, you're becoming whole again, because usually we push the unpleasant emotions and feelings down, and if we don't integrate them, we will never be whole, because we cannot be that shiny person all the time. We have shadows, and the more we integrate those shadows, the more whole we become. Okay, so try to accept yourself with all kind of flaws, with all kind of shadows that might arise, and embrace your heartache, embrace the negative, whatever that means to you. All right, guys, and that shows a lot of strength also, if you can integrate what's not totally healed within you and what not might be perfect within you. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to say to that. I'm gonna do a 5-card spread, just knowing what your general energies are and getting some advice. Okay, so what is the most important energy you have been dealing with lately. 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold, having maybe financial issues, being focused on what's not good, what's not there, that kind of lack mentality that a lot of us have without being even aware of, right? But you're letting go of that. I have the feeling you have dealt with that. Like I said, many of you have had financial issues or were worried about their existence, about their jobs, about their money. Alright, what are you coming into right now? What is your present energy, Taurus? 7 of Wands, that feeling of having to fight, having to defend yourself against others. Maybe you want to be a certain way and people are not approving of it. Maybe you always had the feeling you were left out in the cold and you are struggling, people being hostile towards you, offending you for whatever reason. Maybe that is something that is not healed within you. Maybe you have dealt with that kind of energy in childhood that made you feel you have to defend yourself against people. That's the kind of energy you are in this week, or you're letting go of that kind of feeling of having to stand up and fight for what's important to you. So I kind of get an energy that is not smoothly flowing at the moment, kind of an energy of resistance, energy of struggling and of being a bit lost here. So what's the obstacle for you this week, Taurus? What is your major obstacle, Taurus, Sun and Rising Venus? It's the 9 of Wands. It's, you know, you are struggling, still hanging on to maybe an old vision, thinking you have to do things a certain way, thinking you have to reach a certain goal. And you have been struggling hard to get there or to achieve that kind of goal, or you're still fighting for that. You're letting that go, or the challenge for you is to kind of let the struggle go with the flow and release the fighting here. Try to let go of what's not serving you. Even though some people might say this is what you need to do, even if your upbringing has told you to do things a certain way, try to let go of that fighting mentality. You're fighting for something or for someone. It's time to let that go, and you're kind of struggling with that. You're holding on to things here that might bring you a lot of sadness, that might leave you in a feeling of being left out in the cold. That's the advice here from Spirit. Please apply that to whatever situation. This could be a relationship, this could be you dealing with someone else, this could be a family situation, this could be a workplace situation, this could be an internal thing. You know, we are all at different levels of our growth, our soul growth, so it can be different stages and different situations we're dealing with. But this is just the kind of energy that I'm feeling for most of you. What's the obstacle? No, what's the advice here? Hierophant, this is actually your energy, Taurus. Be yourself. Step into that energy where you are being authentic. Do things according to your own plan. Don't listen so much to other people who try to influence you. I'm getting that strongly here for some of you. You know, these are general readings. They might not resonate with each and every one, and that's fine. If it's not your reading, feel free to switch off. This might not be for everyone out there, but for those of you who are struggling with something, are feeling a bit left out in the cold, not knowing who they are, where they belong right now, it's time to take your power back. Be yourself, Taurus. Stand up strong for what you believe in, and don't make it right to each and every one out there. So what's the possible outcome for my Taurus this week? It's just, I have the feeling you are going for someone else's dream here, and it's not making you happy. Yeah, this is the possible outcome. There's going to be a major change for some of you, a change in yourself or a change in your outside world. You know, it depends on who you are and where you are at with your development. Change is coming, and something old is going to die and something new is going to arise. So the death is not a negative card at all. This is you changing from an old kind of version of yourself into someone new. And even if you feel kind of lost right now, not knowing who you are at this time, you're going to change it. You're going to take your power back and kind of integrate all versions of yourself with all your shadows and come out in a much stronger and more mature way. All right, guys, I'm wishing you all the best. Bye-bye.